So, when life tells you you're gonna get hypothermia on your feet or frostbite, you say you're right. You make socks out of your shirt. Enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Noah Takes the World. As my college entered another semester online, I decided I was not gonna let life slip by. I left home without housing or a job to embark on a national park road trip throughout the western United States. Each week I will visit a different national park, share my travel tips, and help you eliminate fear's influence in your life. So I'm already misleading you on the first episode, you know. Yes, this series is about a solo national park adventure. But during my first week of travels, my sister also tagged along. Because she wanted to, and I was a nice brother. Having my sister on this first week of the trip would eventually help me prepare to do this thing all by myself. So I'm not lying, I'm just preparing and being safe.
Look, we're in Colorado.
As we drove to our first national park, we stopped in the beautiful San Juan National Forest, located in Colorado. I wanted to take a break from driving, and we also wanted to fit in an epic hike. And although it's not a national park, you know, the series is branded as a national park, I had too much craziness and amazingness to not share it. I want to motivate everyone to take risks, and since I feel like this was like the most risky part of my trip, it would be an injustice to not show it.
So we're driving to San Juan National Forest to a cute little hike, and it's been like 3 hours. And I got some acne patches on, so peep them. Yeah, not sponsored.
It all started swell in San Juan.
It's honestly really cute, and this drive has been so cool. We've just basically been on these highways, so no interstate driving, which is kind of nice, which is kind of different. And I've just been coasting down the hills trying to get some good gas mileage in. But yeah, so we're in Colorado. Wait, just kidding. So yeah, we're in Colorado. It's time for me to be one with nature, explore the West. Let's get out into the world. Yeah.
We started our hike to Bridal Veil Falls near Telluride, Colorado, which is the tallest free-falling falls in Colorado.
We're hiking to that heifer. We're coming for you, Bridal. Bridal, are you triggered? Bridal shower. It's the start of, officially the start of my existential crisis. Find myself in the nature trips during college as a student. Series videos. Is that a good name for it? Sure.
Walking up to the falls was just on a gravel road, so not my favorite vibe. But once we took some switchbacks and made it to the falls, it was thrilling and literally chilling.
Elsa, we promise we'll save you, Elsa. Just stay right there.
I was feeling my Elsa fantasy.
Arundel's a deep snow.
No fear in sight here, no worries in sight here, just creative role-playing. However, I think the chilling mist from the falls was starting to affect my brain.
Bridal Veil Falls, getting weary. I'm right Elsa here though. Idea Menzel. I'd marry her. There's people I'd marry even though I'm not sexually attracted to them, because I would love to spend the rest of my life with them.
We're gonna ignore the fact that I said that, because that is just grains in sand compared to the outrageous buffoonery that is about to occur in the following minutes of this episode. Our hiking was not over. We then began to walk on a road with literally a few feet of snow on top of it to reach the trailhead to Blue Lake.
An adventure out here.
Ain't it, darling?
Brave step.
She died.
It wouldn't happen any other way.
We started to notice some weird things about the trails, like the fact that no one was on it, and it was completely covered in snow. Probably because of the fact that this is a summer-only use trail, and I found that out after the fact. But I don't think it's like you can't use it in the winter, you just are encouraged to.
Yeah, so there's no one on this trail, and we're pretty sure it's because of all this snow. It's quite hard. This trail is quite hard.
So we continued on the trail even though there was many red flags.
This doesn't look sketchy at all.
We want an adventure.
And what's what you're gonna bloody get with me?
And yes, it was still completely snow covered, meaning we weren't really on a trail. It was like we couldn't see a trail at all, but I downloaded All Trails map, so I kind of knew where we were going. Kind of.
Where are you?
I'm in the wild.
Okay. This hike is hard, right?
Yes. Quite the adventure.
There's literally no one on here because who wants to hike in all the snow? It's kind of fun though.
I think the snow and the elevation started affecting my speech.
We're basically going straight up here now. Life update from Nat Geo World on No Takes Hawaii.
Quickly, things started to get a little sketchy. We were essentially climbing up, straight up, a mountain covered in ice and snow without any proper equipment, footwear, outerwear, dress wear.
Guys, it's bloody windy, but we just went up that. Guys, this is hard. We might die. Update. Tell my mommy I love her. Tell Olivia she's my favorite person. Tell everyone else that I'm stupid. We are literally going to die. I'm so tired and hungry.
We were trying to hike to a lake. We did this all for a lake that was frozen and covered in snow. It was no blue lake. It was an ice lake. It was May, for heaven's sakes. I thought the lake would be ready for the summer. But no. Climate change, guys, it's real. Don't come for me, Trump. JK, I think it's actually normal for the mountains to still have a lot of snow in late May. But I didn't grow up around the mountains, so I wouldn't know that. But still, climate change is real. It's real.
Well, we made it. I'm bloody hungry. My feet are literally my toes are frozen. I'm gonna have to get them chopped off probably. But we made it to the ice lake. Blue Lake, it's called Blue Lake. Not worth it, not worth it! But we did 7,000 feet elevation, and it's been a fun day. I'm ready to go back to the car, and I have to go down this hill 5 miles, so can't wait for that. Yeah, let's go, yeah!
Anyway, things got a little steamy.
So, when life tells you you're gonna get hypothermia on your feet, or frostbite, you say you're right. And you make socks out of your shirt. Enjoy the show.
The possibility of frostbite means you make socks out of your shirt. I could have avoided this entire mess if I knew this was a summer trail. So at this point, I didn't even think about vlogging. I was just thinking about surviving, and I'm not even kind of exaggerating. I really was thinking this could be the end. We had to make a 5-mile trek back down the mountain with my makeshift socks. I ran down that mountain with my homemade socks, reciting prayers. I pictured the image of just food to carry me through the night because I was starving. We were no longer even really going on the trail necessarily. We were just running down the sides of the mountain as fast as we could. We were taking every shortcut possible because I was freezing and did not want to be stuck up there in the dark and die.
We are strong.
I'm a survivor. I'm gonna get a cold from this because it's freezing. We're like making it like we're over halfway. No, I didn't. I did it. But like, we've been walking on snow for miles and miles going uphill. It's honestly, this go down is one of the hardest hikes I've ever done. We're getting back to the road. We just have like 3 miles maybe, I don't know. But we did it. I'm so ready to go to my hotel, get in a little jacuzzi time, eat some cookies. Yeah. Why is this lighting so good? Holy crap. Hannah, get in. Or be slow.
I thought I had made it through all the trials. We're out of the most difficult part of the hike. We're just taking the road back down. But I was wrong. I was humbled by the snow yet again.
I just fell down the mountain. I think I tripped on my makeshift socks because they're They're not. They're hanging. Hannah was right. Good job. You win. Oh my gosh, this has been a hike. Kind of hurt. I was like, I just didn't want my camera to break. Like, I literally landed on my hand so my camera wouldn't break.
And I was too lazy to even tell you guys that we finished. I was just over it at this point. I didn't think I literally would have survived. I almost died on this hike, so cut me some slack for not filming an outro. You would think this experience would have bonded my sister and I. We're like the new duo, Elsa and Anna, but better. However, I was criticizing her as she tried to film B-roll as we left the mountains. She tried.
This is like trying to teach a baby how to walk.
Oh, you want me to go to the front window?
No.
But now, our adventure had finally begun. We were off to another majestic, natural wonder. And since we had this very challenging hike, we had effectively practiced for any and every obstacle that would come our way as we visited an actual national park. So I think this was a really smart idea. Just like at baby steps. Start somewhere small, get that experience. This honestly might have been the hardest hike I've ever done, and that's saying a lot because if you know me, I've done a lot of hard hikes. I have. Not like too hard though. Let's not brag. Hardish.
We survived. We got Domino's. It's been a long day. I'm tired. My camera's glitching a little. So, good night.
I think it was hard because it was the elevation. 3,000 feet of elevation change is pretty hard for my asthmatic lungs. It was also the fact that we're hiking in snow the entire time without proper footwear and without dry socks. Did I mention it was a 10-mile hike? Okay, you get it. It was hard. It was hard. I'm just trying to prove it was hard and like boost my ego at the same time. After rehashing this story, I really can't believe I finished this hike and that we went all the way to a lake. That wasn't a lake. There was no reason to finish it. But like, still I did it and I did something hard. I did it. And we often limit our abilities when we think something sounds too hard. If you would have told me this is what's gonna happen on this trip, I would have said, no. This is not even a lake. It's not even a lake. It's literally just ice. But let's stop underestimating our abilities. It's not beneficial and we often end up overlooking opportunities because it's too hard. And nothing is too hard if you're willing to destroy your shirt to prevent frostbite. Remember that. I know it takes the world. Don't be afraid of a few feet of snow. I'll see you on my next episode coming at you next week during my next national park. Are you ready for what's next? Next week I'll actually go to a national park, so I'm not a liar.